Hey everybody, this is Jason from Dawn of the Devs, and here's today's coding challenge. Let me get this opened up for you. What we're looking at today is write a function which, given an array, determines if the array contains any value which is represented or repeated at least once, decide what the function should return. So let's kind of tee up this problem and see if we can find a strategy to solve it. I've got a couple of different arrays shown on lines 8 through 14 in comments. I'm just trying to visualize how I might do this, and when I'm looking at the array, I'm going to start looking at the item in the first position, and ultimately I have to compare that thing with everything else in the array to determine, does this number 5 exist somewhere else. There's a couple ways I was thinking about doing it, but I think the way that I want to do it is I want to look at the item in position 0, and I want to start from the back of the array and move forward. That way, whenever I move to the next position, I don't have to check this. I've already checked it, right? And I'm just starting here at the back, moving forward. Then I go to the next position. I start here in the back, move forward. Now, when I think about doing this, I think in my head that there's probably a better way to do it. I don't know if this is the most efficient way. I'm pretty sure it's not. This is kind of a brute force approach, but I will leave it up to you guys to figure out if you can find a better way. I think I can think of one right now, but I'm going to go ahead and code up the brute force approach that I'm thinking of, because sometimes it's just good to just get stuff done, crank it out, and don't let it hold up your project. So let me create a function. And I'm doing this in JavaScript, by the way. You can do it in any language. I'm just choosing JavaScript because it's kind of easy to play around with. So I'm going to create a function, call it has duplicates. It's going to take an array, right? And right off the bat, I'm going to have it return false. And I'll talk about why I'm doing that. But let's set up the loop that I need. And it's going to be 2 loops, right? One's going to loop through each item front to back, but then there's going to be like an inner loop that starts from the back and goes to the front. So let's see if we can get that set up. So let's do for let, I don't want to call this one outer equals 0. We're starting at position 0, right? Well, outer is less than array.length, outer plus plus. So that's the outer array. And now let's set up that inner array for let inner equals, and what I want inner to be is array length minus 1, because I'm starting from the end, right? And while inner is greater than outer, all right, inner minus minus, and we're decrementing because we're going backwards, right? And we're going to do a check, and let's get that set up real quick. Here, let's actually, let me do that out here. I'm going to create a variable for the target number that we're looking at. So I think I'm going to call it current. And I'm just going to set it to null initially. But then inside here, I'm going to do current equals that array, and whatever we are looking at the current position for outer. And then in here, I'm going to do if array, whatever's at that inner position, if that is not equal to the current number that we're looking at, we should return false. Sorry, return true. Let me look at this real quick. Instead of returning true here, I think what I'm going to do is, because I feel like I'm not doing this right, I'm just kind of looking at this real quick. The array inner is not equal to the current. So that means we should be good, but actually I think I want to do this one. If it is equal, return true, because then we know it has duplicates. Let's return true and just get out of the loop. Otherwise, if you get all the way through this, then you know it's false and you're fine. So let's give this a test. Let's just console log it out. Has dupes. Let's give it an array. Let's try a simple case that has nothing, has no duplicates. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do another one that does have some duplicates. And let's give that a run and see if it works. Okay, so the first one is false and the second one is true. So that looks about right, because the first one has no duplicates and the second one does. It has the 2 ones here. Cool. So like I said, I think that's the brute force approach. Pretty sure there's a better way. And I'll just give you a hint. I think it's going to involve sorting. And I'll let you guys see if you can figure that out. All right. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time.